I have always been fascinated by the darkest corners of the internet, the hidden realms that most people never dare to explore. So, when I stumbled upon a link that promised access to the real dark web, I couldn't resist. It was a mistake I would soon regret. The link took me to a nondescript website with a single button that read, "Enter the Abyss." Without thinking, I clicked it, and the screen went black. For a moment, I was plunged into darkness, and then a chilling message appeared in blood-red letters. "Welcome to the Abyss. You can never leave." I tried to exit the site, but my mouse cursor was frozen, and the keyboard was unresponsive. Panic set in as I realized I was trapped. A sinister laughter echoed through my speakers, and a webcam light flickered on, illuminating my terrified face. A masked figure appeared on the screen, shrouded in shadows. The voice was distorted, like a demon speaking through a broken speaker. "You wanted to see the darkest web," it hissed, "and now you're here. Welcome to the nightmare." The figure then began to recount stories of the darkest web's horrors, tales of hackers for hire, contract killers, and illegal organ trading. My heart raced as I listened, unable to tear my eyes away from the screen. The stories were gruesome and terrifying, each one more horrifying than the last. As the figure spoke, I noticed something strange happening to my computer. It started to glitch, the screen flickering with disturbing images. I saw gruesome crime scene photos, videos of unspeakable violence, and even a live feed of what appeared to be a torture chamber. The figure laughed maniacally, reveling in my horror. I desperately tried to shut down my computer, but it was as if the dark web itself had taken control. The masked figure continued to taunt me, its voice growing more sinister with each passing moment. "You wanted to explore the darkness," it sneered, "and now it's consuming you." Suddenly, the figure revealed a chilling truth. It knew everything about me. My name, my address, my deepest fears and secrets. It threatened to release this information to the darkest corners of the web, unless I completed a series of horrifying tasks. I had no choice but to comply. The first task was to hack into a government database and retrieve classified information. It felt like I was in a twisted game and failure was not an option. I spent hours, my fingers trembling, as I delved deeper into the abyss of the dark web. The information I found was unsettling, to say the least, and I sent it to the figure as proof of my obedience. But the tasks only grew darker. I was forced to watch disturbing videos and images, each one more horrific than the last. The figure reveled in my suffering, taunting me as I descended further into madness. I couldn't escape. It had me trapped in its web of darkness. Days turned into weeks, and I became a shell of my former self. The horrors I had witnessed haunted my every waking moment, and I knew there was no way out. The figure continued to torment me, pushing me to the brink of insanity. And then, one fateful night, as I sat in front of my computer, broken and defeated, the figure spoke its final words. "You have served your purpose," it hissed. "Now, you are free to go." I couldn't believe it. I had survived the darkest web, but at what cost? I had lost my sanity, my sense of self, and my faith in humanity. As I closed the browser and disconnected from the nightmare, I knew I would never be the same again. The dark web had shown me the depths of human depravity, and it had left its mark on my soul. I had ventured into the abyss, and it had taken everything from me. As I sat in the darkness, I couldn't help but wonder if I had become one of the horrors that lurked in the shadows, forever trapped in the darkest corners of the web. Once, in the deepest, most obscure recesses of the internet, I stumbled upon a legend that sent shivers down my spine. It was the tale of the Whispering Forum, a place so enigmatic and unsettling that few had dared to venture there, and fewer still had returned to tell the tale. I was foolish enough to accept the challenge. The forum's entrance was an unassuming black door icon with the ominous label, "Enter the Abyss." As I clicked it, the screen went pitch black, and eerie whispers filled my headphones like ghosts trying to communicate from the other side. Suddenly, a pale face with hollow eyes appeared on the screen, mouthing words that only the whispers could convey. "Welcome to the Whispering Forum," it whispered, and I felt a shiver crawl down my spine. "You seek forbidden knowledge, but be warned. Here, knowledge comes at a price." The whispers grew louder, almost deafening, as they narrated stories of the darkest web's malevolent secrets. Tales of cursed websites that could drive a person to madness, untraceable hitmen for hire, and a virtual black market that traded in souls. The stories were surreal and chilling, leaving me captivated yet horrified. As I watched, my computer began to glitch, displaying cryptic symbols and distorted images. Each image seemed to seep into my mind, planting dark seeds of fear and paranoia. The whispers urged me to go deeper into the abyss, to explore the hidden horrors of the internet. I tried to resist, attempting to shut down my computer, but it was as if an unseen force was holding me captive. The pale face on the screen laughed, its laughter a haunting melody that echoed in my ears. "You can't escape now," it whispered. The forum demanded that I prove my commitment by performing a series of chilling tasks. I had to delve into the darkest corners of the web, unearthing secrets that were meant to stay hidden. My sanity was slipping away with each task, and I felt like a puppet, dancing to the tune of the Whispering Forum. Days turned into nights, and I was consumed by the darkness. The images I witnessed, the secrets I uncovered, left scars on my soul that would never heal. The forum reveled in my torment, pushing me to the brink of madness. Then, one fateful night, as I sat in front of my computer, weary and defeated, the whispers suddenly ceased. The pale face returned, but this time its expression was different, almost sympathetic. "You've seen enough," it whispered. "You're free to leave, but remember, the darkness will always be here." With trembling hands, I closed the browser, and the whispers faded into silence. I was back in the realm of the ordinary internet, but I knew I would never be the same. The Whispering Forum had left its mark on me, a permanent scar on my soul. As I sat in the darkness of my room, haunted by the horrors I had witnessed, I couldn't help but wonder if I had crossed a line from which there was no return. The dark web had revealed its darkest secrets, and in doing so, it had taken a piece of my humanity. I had ventured into the abyss, and it had left me forever changed. In the hidden corners of the internet, where the boundaries of reality blur and the digital realm merges with the supernatural, I stumbled upon a website that beckoned me with a promise that sent a shiver down my spine. It was called The Haunted Web. The site's homepage displayed a ghostly silhouette, and the words, "Enter the Abyss," were etched beneath it. Without thinking, I clicked on the ominous portal, and my screen plunged into darkness. An eerie silence enveloped my room as the website loaded. Suddenly, a spectral figure materialized on my screen, its face obscured by a veil of shadow. It spoke with a voice that seemed to resonate from beyond the grave. "Welcome to the haunted web," it intoned, "where the horrors of the digital world converge with the supernatural." As the figure spoke, I felt an otherworldly chill creeping through my room, and an unsettling sensation washed over me. The figure began to recount tales of the darkest web's paranormal secrets, stories that defied explanation and sanity. Haunted websites that could curse those who dared to visit, sinister rituals conducted in the depths of the digital realm, and malevolent entities that lurked in the darkest corners of the internet. I was captivated by the stories, drawn deeper into the web's dark embrace. But then, the figure's face became clearer on the screen, and its eyes, pale and lifeless, locked onto mine. "You seek the unknown," it whispered, "but you must understand, once you enter, there is no turning back." The figure's words sent a shiver down my spine, and I tried to exit the site, but it was as if an invisible force held me in place. The figure's presence was suffocating, and I felt like a helpless moth drawn to a malevolent flame. The haunted web demanded that I prove my commitment by embarking on a series of terrifying tasks. I had to navigate cursed websites, communicate with restless spirits through cryptic messages, and perform rituals that invoked the supernatural. With each task, My fear deepened, and I questioned my sanity. Days turned into nights, and I became a prisoner of the haunted web, lost in a digital nightmare. The figure's voice echoed in my mind, its sinister laughter a constant torment. It reveled in my suffering, pushing me to the brink of terror. Then, one fateful night, as I sat before my computer, drained and on the verge of madness, the figure's expression changed. It no longer seemed malevolent, but rather mournful. "You've seen enough," it whispered. "You may leave, but the darkness will always be a part of you." With trembling hands, I closed the browser, and the spectral figure dissolved into the void. I was back in the realm of the ordinary internet, but I knew I would never be the same. The haunted web had left an indelible mark on my soul, a haunting reminder of my descent into the digital abyss. As I sat in the dim glow of my screen, haunted by the horrors I had witnessed, I couldn't help but wonder if I had crossed a threshold from which there was no return. The dark web had revealed its paranormal secrets, and in doing so, it had taken a piece of my sanity. I had ventured into the abyss, and it had forever changed me. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe.